Hi and welcome to today's class. My name is Christine and this is a class where we're gonna address actually the whole body. So we're focusing on the feet, the legs, we're taking care of the core strength. We're also working a little bit on the mobility. So yeah, it's a full body flow which will hopefully give you a lot of energy today. I have a blend. We start with a massage, massaging the feet, and you will find some information about the essential oils in the description. So take your blend, put some drops in your hands, wrap your hands in a clockwise direction, make sure you have a comfortable seat, so sitting upright, releasing the shoulders, and then take your hands over your nose first, close your eyes and take some breath. Connecting with the sense and directly from here addressing your feet, so send your breath down towards your feet. And then with your next exhale, release your hands and start massaging. So you're going to start massaging the top and the sole of your feet, you're massaging your toes, and using your fingers to create a little bit space in between the toes. So especially if you're wearing some tight footwear, it really needs that space in between the toes from time to time, and you can create this with the fingers. But we're also gonna do some exercises for that in a second. So switch your foot, taking the other and massaging there. Okay, and then bring your legs in front of you. You can keep a slight bend, just putting the heels down on the floor. I'm sitting a little bit higher on the block. And then from here, you're gonna start spreading your toes. So really, it might also help to use your fingers, your hands as well. And then squeeze. So spread and squeeze. 2 more. And then release. Find your way on your back. You can put the block to the side. You will need it in a minute again. And we stay with that focus on our feet for a few more moments. So we're starting from here going from here into a low bridge. Get your lower belly active. Move your tailbone, or think of moving the tailbone more towards your heels to get the lower back nice and long. And then use your glutes to lift your hips up, coming into that low bridge. Now lift your 10 toes up again, spread them super wide, and then bring them back down and lift your heels. Lower, lift your toes and spread, bring them down and lift your heels. Few more of this. Keep your lower belly active the whole time. Keep working your glutes so that you don't lose that activation. It helps you to keep the hips lifted. And at the same time, releasing your neck, releasing the shoulders, just focusing on the movement of your feet. 2 more. And then from here, bring your heels down. Keep your hips lifted. We will do 1 more exercise in that low bridge. Hands are next to your hips, and then bend your right knee so that your knee is in line with your right hip. Keep working your left glute so that you don't start tipping in the pelvis. And then from here, getting into an external rotation, so you turn your knee out towards the right and the heel comes in. And then getting into an internal rotation. So external rotation and internal rotation. Feel that activation in your left glute. It really has to work here to keep the hip up. And at the same time, you're also focusing on that rotation in your hip. One more breath. And then come back to center, step the foot down. We do the other side. So working your right glute first and then bend your left knee. Bring that knee in line with your left hip. Flex your foot and then again externally rotate. So the knee goes out towards the left and then bring it in. Internal rotation and out. Your lower belly is super, super active. Few more of this. Keep working your right glute. If it starts shaking, it's working. So stay with this. Okay, and then come back to center, step your foot down, and then slowly from here, lower segmentally down on the floor. Okay, so grab your block and bring your block in between your thighs and then lift your legs up towards the ceiling. You can keep a slight bend in your knees. And from here, you're going to interlace your hands behind your head and move your elbows in. Your lower belly stays active and then you're taking an inhale here. When you exhale, lift your shoulder blades off the floor, release your head into your hands and then focus on those deep abdomen in your lower belly and start lifting your tailbone up and bring it down. So it's just a tiny little movement, lift it up and down, inhale and lower. Exhale, come up. We do this again. Lift your tailbone. So the deep, deep abdomen muscles are working here. And lower. Inhale and lower. Exhale and lift. Two more of this. Lift your tailbone and then bring it down. Lift and bring it down. Inhale and lower. Let's build on this. Exhale, come up. Now twist an inch over towards the right. Make sure your right shoulder blade stays off the floor. And then again, lift your tailbone and bring it down. Lift. So there's much more stuff going on in the very deep abdomen from inside. Come back to center. Inhale and lower. Exhale and lift. Twist an inch towards the left. Left shoulder blade stays off the floor. And then lift your tailbone and lower. So it's really a tiny little movement that you might not really see from the outside. Coming back to center, inhale and lower. One more of this, exhale and lift. Twist an inch towards the right, stay here, and then lift your tailbone and lower. Keep squeezing the block. Coming back to center, inhale and lower. Last round, exhale and lift. Twist towards the left. And then lift your tailbone and lower. Lift and lower. Coming back to center. Release your hands, come down and step your feet on the floor. And from here, you're going to open your feet a little bit wider, like as wide as your mat. And then let your knees drop towards the right. You don't have to bring the knees down to the floor. Focus more on the opening of the left side and also the left front hip. You can support that opening by bringing your right palm on your front left pelvic point. So you can lay your palm there, giving a little bit of a feedback and get your left glutes activated. So pushing into your right hand for more opening in the front hip. And breathe in that direction. And come back to center, release your hand. Other side, let your knees drop towards the left. You can take your left hand, bring it to that right front pelvic point, giving that feedback. Your glute is pushing towards that hand and breathing into the right side body and the front of your right hip. One more breath here. And then bring your knees up, roll to one side. We're gonna go onto our hands and knees, coming into a tabletop position. So your wrists are in line with your shoulders, your knees are right under your hips. Get your neck nice and long by moving the throat back and keep your lower belly pulling in. Now reach your right leg back and keep the toes tucked under. And then tap that right foot out towards the right. So you're coming off the mat. You bring the foot in and tap it to the left. So getting it to the right into an abduction, and then bring it back and tip it to the left. A few more. So you tap and tap. One more time. And then bring it back to center. Knee is coming in. We do the other side. Reach your left leg back. Push your hands down, so don't collapse in between the shoulders. Keep your neck nice and long. Tap that left foot out towards the left. And then come in and cross. And out. And in. Make sure your pelvis stays level, so working the right glute. Keep pulling your lower belly in. 2 more of this. Last one. And then bring that leg back to center and bring the knee in. We're gonna come on our hands and knees into a dolphin pose. So coming onto your forearms, you can interlace your hands or keep the palms down. And then lift your hips up. We're staying with that idea of internal-external rotation, but this time keep your legs straight. So lift your right leg up and then externally rotate, turning the toes out, heel comes in, and then internal rotation. So external rotation and internal rotation. This is a nice exercise to mobilize your hips, working on that range of motion in your hip joint. One more. And then coming back, step your foot down. We do the other side. Lift your left leg back and up. And then externally rotate and internal rotation. So you're moving from the thigh bone. Your leg stays straight. You can keep a slight bend in your right knee if you need to. One more breath. And then come back to center, step your foot down, bring your knees down for a moment, maybe open the knees a little bit wider, sitting back into a child's pose. You can reach your arms forward or back and breathe in towards the back body. Okay, and then walk your hands back and come to the front of your mat. We're going to start with Sun Salutation 1 to warm up the body and also establishing a good posture, working on the neutral pelvis, neutral shoulders, and the neutral head. Okay, so from here, pull your lower belly in, activate your glutes, pull the front ribs in as well, move your throat back. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, go down. Step your right foot back, lower your right knee, untuck your toes, and come up into a low lunge. Keep the pelvis neutral, keep the upper body centered, and then make a fist with your left hand and bring it to your right glute and getting that right glute active. Pull your lower belly in, reach your right arm up. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands down, step back, high plank. Inhale in your high plank, exhale, bring your knees down and slowly lower. Keep the head of the arm bones lifted. Inhale to a cobra, pull your hands energetically back. Exhale and lower. Tuck your toes again, lift through your knees, downward facing dog. Step your feet a little bit closer, keep your knees bent if you need to. Step your right foot forward without lifting your hands, left knee comes down, and then rise, coming up into your low lunge. This time take your right hand, bring it to your left glute, getting it active. Left front hip is getting nice and long, and then reach your left arm up. Take a breath. And then bring your hands down from here, step forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Keep your knees bent, the spine is nice and long. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, go down. We're doing the left side. Step your left foot back, bring your knee down and keep the toes tucked under this time. Make a fist with your right hand, bring it to your left glute. Reach your left arm up and then lean over towards the right. Coming into that lateral flexion, breathing into the left side body. Coming back with your inhale, bring your hands down and step back, high plank. Inhale in your high plank, exhale, bring your knees down and lower slowly. Keep the head of the arm bones lifted. Inhale to a cobra, work your glutes. Exhale and lower. Tuck your toes, lift through your knees, back downward facing dog. Step your feet a little bit closer, pushing into your hands. Left foot is coming forward without lifting your hands, and then rise. This time use your left hand, bring it to your right glute, giving that feedback to get that front rib nice and long. Reach your right arm up and then lean over towards the right. Breathing into that right side body. With your next inhale, you're going to come back up, bring your hands down, step forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Keep your neck nice and long when you're coming up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart and down by your side. We start from here with the first part of the sequence. So pelvis is neutral, front ribs are in, and you're moving your throat back. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, go down. We're starting with a low lunge, so step your right foot back, bring your knee down, keep the toes tucked under. And then this time when you're coming up, keep the pelvis neutral. Reach your arms out to the side like wings. Now turn your right palm back. So it's an internal rotation. And we're going to switch with the hands. So you're turning the right palm forward and the left palm goes back. We do this a few more times. So this is the rotation in the shoulder joint. Your front core is super engaged. You're pulling the left foot energetically back to get more length in the right front hip. One more time. Okay, and then bring your hands to the inside of the front foot. Turn towards the right. Bring your hands down and step that left foot behind you, so you're crossing the left foot. Now bring that left foot out to the left into an abduction. And then cross and abduction. Keep your right knee bent a little. Your spine stays nice and long. We do this a few more times. So you cross and abduction. Cross. Last time. And then stay in that abduction. Hold here. Work your right glute as well. Big breath. And then step that left foot down, turn towards the front again, land on your right knee and your right hand, coming into a modified side plank. Keep the foot down for the moment to get the alignment in your right shoulder blade. Move it back towards the back rib. Activate your glutes. And then from here, you're going to lift your left leg up. Flex your foot. Keep your left hand at your hip. And then bend your left knee and get it straight. Do that movement super slowly. So we're going to work the hamstrings now, creating some strength there. So imagine you are moving through water with that left leg. So feel kind of a little bit of resistance when you're bending the knee. 2 more. And then next time when you have your left knee straight, you stay there, bring your left hand down, bring your left leg down, reach your right leg back and up into a 3-leg plank. Lower from here with your exhale onto your belly. Now from here, you're going to interlace your hands behind your head, push the pubic bone down, activate your glutes, push the top of your feet down, and then just lift your head into your hands when you inhale and lower. Lift and lower. 3 more. Lift and lower. Last 2. Lift and lower. Last 1. Keep working your glutes. And lower. Bring your hands next to your chest. Tuck your toes. You can lift through your knees into a downward facing dog. Step your feet a little bit closer. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Happy squat. Bend your knees a lot. So you have that knee flexion, ankle flexion, and hip flexion as well. And then from here, with your next inhale, come up with a long spine, reaching the arms forward and up, and then bring your hands to your hips. Bend your right knee in towards your chest, so working your left glute, and then step that foot forward. Bend your left knee, hip flexion, and then extension, step forward, right knee, stay here, and then again internal, external rotation. So you're moving the thigh bone in the hip socket. Come back to center and step the foot down. Let's do the other side. Neutral pelvis, pull your front ribs in. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, hinge at your hips, go down. Step your left foot back, coming into that low lunge again. Keep your toes tucked under. Reach your arms out to the side. Now turn your left palm back and then switch. Keep your arms nice and long. Your lower belly stays in, front ribs stay in. Two more. And then bring your hands to the inside of your front foot, turning towards the left, and directly step that left foot behind, so crossing here. Keep your spine nice and long, and then bring that right leg out towards the right, abduction. Bring it in and cross. Out and in. Keep your left knee bent a little. Two more of this. Keep breathing. And then next time when you have your right leg up, you stay in that abduction. Keep your spine nice and long, don't round. And then step that right foot down, turn towards the front again. We're going into that modified side plank on the left, reaching your right leg back. Find the alignment first, so move your left shoulder blade back, pull lower belly in, and then keep your right hand at your hip. Lift your right leg up, flex your foot, and then again slowly bend the knee and straighten. Few more. Again, imagine you're moving through water. So finding that resistance there. Two more of this. Keep breathing. And next time when you have your right leg straight, stay there. Bring your hand and your foot down. Reach your left leg back this time. 3-leg plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower slowly onto your belly. Untuck your toes. Push pubic bone down. Keep your glutes working. And then again, interlace your hands behind your head. Top of the feet up, pushing down. And then lift and lower. Lift and lower. Two more. Lift and lower. Last one. Bring your hands next to your chest, tuck your toes, and then come back, downward facing dog. We're going from here into happy squat. So you're moving your hands back, sit deep in your hips, triple flexion, ankles, knees, hips, and release the upper body. Release your head as well. And then from here, you're going to reach your arms forward and up. So keep your knees bent when you come up and bring your hands to your hips. Now bend from here your left knee in towards the chest, working your right glute. Step the foot down. Bend your right knee. Step the foot down, bend your left knee. Stay here, hold. And internal, external rotation. Lower belly is pulling in. Keep your head nice and long. Come back to center and step the foot down. Good. 2 rounds of sun salutation A. Pelvis neutral, front ribs, neck. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, hinge at your hips, go down. Your way back, either step or jump, lower chaturanga or lower through your knees, it's an option. Inhale to cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stepping the feet a little bit closer, keep your knees bent. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees. Either step or jump forward. Reaching the arms forward and up. Keep your neck long. Inhale. Exhale, hinge at your hips, go down. Your way back, 1 more round. Either chaturanga or lower on your belly, upward facing or cobra, and then downward facing dog. Stay in your down dog, big breath. Push your hands down. And we're going from here into the second part of the sequence. So with your next inhale, you're gonna lift your left leg back and up. Maybe add some hops. We're going into a high crescent lunge. So coming into some handstand hops, work a little bit weight bearing. And then step that left foot forward and rise, high crescent lunge. Keep your back knee bent. Now bring your hands in front of your heart in a prayer. Right glute is working. Lean forward, the upper body is parallel, and then twist over towards the left. So keep your elbow hovered. Come back to center, press into the front foot, rise and bend your right knee in towards your chest. Step it back. We do this again. You twist towards the left, twisting from your ribs, center, rise and bend your knee into your chest. 3 more. Twist. Focus on your glutes and the length of your spine. Last one. And you're gonna rise, bend your knee into your chest, stay here. Now reach that right leg back, coming into a double bend airplane. So you bring your hands to your left knee, keep your right knee bent as well. Focus on moving your sternum forward to get the spine nice and long. Take 1 more breath. And then rise, bend your knee into your chest again. Now step that right foot off the mat. Flex at your hips so you're coming down into a squat. Left fingers tap. You rise, bend your knee into your chest. So step, side squat, and then rise. Few more. Focus on lengthening your spine. We're staying for another 3, 2, 1. Last time. And then bend your knee into your chest. Stay here, reach the arms up. Bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee and twist towards the right. Stay here. And you're going to step that right foot back now, coming into a warrior 2. So the back foot is parallel, bend your front knee, stay centered, reach your arms. Inhale, reverse. Open up the side body. And then warrior variation, reaching the right arm up and over your ear. Inhale, reverse. This time, straighten your front leg. It's like a reverse triangle. And then warrior variation, bend your front knee. 2 more. Reverse. And warrior variation. Last one. Reverse. And warrior variation. Now listen, you're going to unwind to the back of your mat, landing on your left hand, lift your left heel, coming into a lunge twist. Release your head, don't let that left shoulder come forward, so keep moving the shoulder blade back towards the back rib. Take a breath here, and then bring your right hand down and step back into a downward facing dog. Now listen, from here, you're going to step the right foot and then the left foot forward to the outsides of your hands. And then you're coming up into a standing pose and going back again. So step your right foot, left foot, come up, reach your arms, go back and down, and step back, down dog. Now left foot, rise, come up, bring it down, and get back. 2 more, right, left, come up, reach the arms, go down, deep squat, and get back. Left, right, rise, come up, go down, squat, and get back. Stay here, big breath. Inhale into your nose, exhale, open your mouth and sigh. We do the other side. So from here, reach your right leg back and up. Maybe add some hops. It's an option. We're heading to right leg high crescent lunge. So stepping the right foot forward and then come up, high crescent lunge. Keep the back knee bent a little, pelvis is neutral. Bring your hands in front of your heart in a prayer. Lean forward. Upper body is parallel, but keep the spine long. Twist towards the right. Come back to center. Rise and bend your knee. Step it back. Twist, center, and come up. 3 more. Moving from your ribs into that twist. Last one. And then this time, keep your knee bent. Now from here, reach your left leg back. Take your hands and cup your right knee. Keep your left knee bent into a double bent airplane pose. Focus on the length of your spine. Take 1 more breath here. And then rise again. Bend your knee into your chest. Now step that foot to the left. Sit deep, squat. And then rise and maybe reach your arms. You can tap your right hand and then come up. So focus on really sitting deep in your hips. Try not to round in your spine. So move your hips back. A few more. Last 2. And then next time when you're coming up, you keep your knee bent. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left knee and then open into a twist. Work your right glute. And then open up, warrior 2. Back foot is parallel, reach the arms. Inhale, reverse your warrior, open the side body. Warrior variation, when you exhale, reach your left arm. Inhale, reverse, this time straighten your front leg. And warrior variation. 2 more, reverse and warrior variation. Last time, reverse and stay in that warrior variation. Now unwinding to the front again, you're landing on your right hand, lift your right heel, coming into a lunge twist. Release your head. Big breath here. And then bring that left hand down, get back into a downward facing dog. We're doing the 2 steps and coming up into that standing. So this time you're going to start with the left foot. Left, right, rise, reach the arms, come down, and go back. Right, left, rise, come up, go down, deep squat, and get back. 2 more. Left, right, come up, get down, step back. Last one, right, left, rise, deep squat, and get back, down dog. Stay in your down dog. Big inhale here in your down dog. Exhale, open your mouth and sigh. Release your head, 1 more breath. Good, and then from here, come forward, walk, jump, hop, whatever. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands in front of your heart and down by your side. We will bring those 2 sequences together in the stream now. Pick up the pace a little, adding some variations. Okay, release your hands, get the body in a neutral position, and then start from here. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, hinge at your hips, go down. Step your right foot back and bring your right knee down. So this time you're going to grab your block and bring your block to your right hand. So without grabbing the block, so it's like you're holding a plate. Now keep your pelvis neutral, lower belly is pulling in. And then from here, we're gonna go into an internal rotation. So you're bringing the arm in and then bring it up overhead and externally rotate. So again, internal rotation, bring it up and external rotation. 2 more. Working on the mobility of the shoulder joints. 1 more time. Internal rotation, bring it up. External rotation, bring it down. Block comes down. You're turning towards the right. Step that left foot behind you. And then coming up, abduction, cross, abduction, cross. 2 more. Keep a bend in the right knee. And then next time when you have your left leg up, abduction, stay here. Pulse on 10, 9, 8. Keep your spine nice and long. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step the foot down. Turn towards the front again. Modified side plank. This time stay here, reach your left arm up. Right shoulder blade is moving back. We're going from here into half moon. So you're stepping that left foot forward. Left hand lands in front of you. Reaching your right leg and your right arm. Bring it down. Modified side plank. Reach your left leg. And then step it forward. Half moon. 2 more. Bring it down. Reach back. And come forward, half moon. Last one. Bring it down. Modified side plank. Step it forward. Half moon. Good. And then bring both hands down and step back into a high plank. Inhale in your high plank. Exhale, maybe lower your knees or lower as a plank onto your belly. Back bend option 1. Just going for a locust pose. Option 2. Bend your knees and coming maybe into a bow pose. Wherever you are, work your glutes. Keep your neck nice and long. And then slowly release. Coming back from here into a downward facing dog. Reach your right leg back and up. Maybe add some hops to come forward. High crescent lunges, the way where we're going. And rise from here. We're going from here into the airplane pose. So you're leaning forward. You're cupping your right knee with your left hand. Right hand comes to your right hip. And then bend your back knee. Step the foot down, come up, high lunge, keep the back knee bent, pelvis is neutral, come forward, and airplane variation. 2 more. Reach the arms, come forward. So really working the left hamstring here. Again, remember what we did on the floor? So you kind of moving through water, finding that resistance. Last one. Good, and then step the foot down, stay here, so keep the upper body tilted, hands come in front of your heart, twist right, center, right, center, 2 more. Last one, working the right glute, and then come up, bend your left knee into your chest. We're going into that side squats, so you're stepping the left foot out to the left, right hand comes down, come up, bend your knee, reach your arms. So side squat, come up, maybe add a hop. So getting down, rise and hop. We're going for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the next time when you're coming up, don't jump, just bend your knee into your chest, finding that twist towards the left. Inhale here. And then step that left foot back, warrior 2. Flow, reverse, and then warrior variation. Going back, reverse, straighten your front leg, and warrior variation. Last time, reverse, straighten the front leg, and warrior variation. Unwind to the back, lunge twist, landing on your right hand, reach your left arm. Take 1 breath here, work your right glute, and then bring your left hand down, step back, downward facing dog. We're starting with the right foot, step, step, maybe add a hop. Go back, down dog. Left, right, maybe add a hop. Go down, dog. 2 more. Right, left, and maybe hop. Come down, go back, left, right, and hop. Go down and step back. Stay here, walk your hands back, happy squat. This should feel really, really nice now. Keep your knees bent, sit your hips back. And then with your next inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Hands come to your hips. Now from here, bend your right knee. Step the foot forward, bend your left knee. Step the foot forward, bend your right knee. Now listen, you're going to step the foot back, bend your left knee, step the foot back, bend your right knee, and step the foot down. Just a little bit of coordination work, and then turn towards the front again. We do the other side. 1 more side to go. Have your block nearby. Pelvis neutral. Move your front ribs back, throat is back. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, hinge at your hips, go down. Left foot is stepping back. You're coming into your low lunge and grab your block. Bring your block to your left hand. Not holding with the thumb, so keep your hand flat. And then again, getting into that internal rotation, come up, and external rotation. So you're leaning a little bit forward, you're moving the arm in, you come up overhead, and then external rotation. So noticing how this side feels to me, this side is much more difficult than the other side, and we all have one side that is a little bit weaker than the other, so just if it's this side, keep the focus on the movement. 1 more breath. And then bring it in front of you. You can bring the block to the side. Turn towards the left, hand comes down, cross your right leg. Bring it up, abduction, and then cross. Abduction and cross. 3 more. Making some space for your lower back. And then next time when you have the right leg up, you stay abduction and then pulse on 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step the foot down, turn towards the front, modified side plank, left leg. So you're reaching your right leg back, finding the alignment, and then lift your right leg up, reach your right arm. We're going into half moon, step the right foot forward, reach your left leg, flex the foot, bring it down, modified side plank. Reach your right leg, reach your right arm. Bring it forward, half moon, and bring it down. 2 more. Working the lower belly, working your glutes. Last one. And we're gonna end up in half moon pose. Take a breath here, flex your back foot, and then bring your left hand down and step back into a high plank. Inhale in your high plank. Exhale, either lower through your knees or lower as a plank on your belly. Locust or bow pose, it's your option. Work your glutes. Push the pubic bone down. Keep your neck nice and long. Take 1 more breath. And then get back, downward facing dog. Nice and deep inhale here. Exhale, open your mouth and sigh. We're going from here into high crescent lunge, left leg, so maybe add some hops again. Pushing into the bottom foot. And then when you're ready, you're coming up. Bend your back knee, reach your arms up. Leaning forward, you cup your left knee with your right hand. Left hand comes to your hip. And then that airplane variation, keep your right knee bent. Step the foot down, come up, high crescent lunge. Come forward, lift the leg, bend the knee. Again, coming up, high crescent lunge. And then last one, and you're gonna step that right foot down, but keep the body tilted, the upper body tilted. Bring your hands into a prayer and then twist left, center, left, center. 1 more time, left, center. Push into the bottom foot, rise, bend your knee into your chest. Side squats. Left hand comes down, rise and maybe add a hop. Keep your spine long. Reach your sternum forward. And when you're going down, sit your hips back. 3 more. And then next time when you're coming up, you don't hop, just bending your right knee into your chest. Left hand comes to the outside of your right knee. You're twisting towards the right. Take a breath. And then open warrior 2. Inhale, reverse, and warrior variation. Reverse, straighten your front leg, and warrior variation. Bend your front knee. 1 more time. Reverse, straighten, and bend your front knee. Stay. With your next inhale, you're coming up. Turn towards the back again. Left hand is coming down. Reach your right arm into that twist. Release your head for a moment. And breathe. Right hand comes down, downward facing dog. Hop, hop. No, step, step, hop. And that's it. So step, step, and hop. We're starting with the left. Step, step, and hop. Down dog. Right, left, and hop. Come down. Left, right, and hop. Come down. Last time. Right, left, and hop. Come down, down dog. Stay here. Walk your hands back, happy squat. Bend your knees, sit your hips back. And then rise with your next inhale, coming up with a long spine. hands come to your hips. Bend your left knee into your chest. Step the foot forward. Bend your right knee. Step the foot forward. Bend your left knee. Stay here. Step the foot back. Bend your right knee. Step the foot back. Bend your left knee. And step the foot down. Good. Okay, I'm sweating a little. Was a tough one. So come into a seated position. And we will end up releasing some stuff in the neck. Take your blend. We just start rolling the shoulders back. One shoulder at a time. Close your eyes. You can also add your elbows. Maybe even bring your arms overhead. Big circles, big opening of the fascia there. So if you hear some cracking, it's the fascia that is hopefully enjoying this movement. And then slowly release. Take your blend, some drops in your hands. And we're gonna go for a little massage for the neck. So wrap your hands. Take a few breaths, close your eyes, hands over your nose. And then release your hands from here and massage your neck. Massage the upper trapezius muscle, the sides of your neck. And then massaging the upper jaw as well. The lower jaw, releasing some stuff there. And maybe even going up towards the forehead, massaging there. And then release your hands on your thighs, keep your eyes closed, and just take a moment to become aware of your body in space. So where is your head right now? Where are your shoulders? Which parts of your body are connecting with the floor? Just becoming aware. And then from here, with your next inhale, open your eyes and find your way on your back, going into Shavasana. And as always, stay as long as you can. And I thank you very much for joining. See you next time.